So, I ranked every Deltarune chapter, and if you saw that video, you already know chapter 3 took the #1 spot, and yeah, I know that surprised a lot of people, but I'm here to explain why chapter 3 isn't just underrated, it's brilliant. Here's why it's my favorite chapter in the entire game so far. Chapter 3 does something really bold, it dials everything back. There's no major boss fight like Spam to Neo, no dramatic character moment like Noel freezing Birdly. Instead, it leans into something way more unexpected, pure weirdness. The tone is playful, awkward, and borderline surreal. And honestly, that's the genius of it. Remember when we all thought that the main antagonist would be some evil mastermind? Well, I guess Toby was thinking differently, and we were completely wrong. Tenna is more funny and quirky than ever. To me, him and Queen are tied as the best and funniest villain. It lets us slow down, absorb the world, and start to really question what's going on behind the scenes. Even though it seems like the silly chapter, chapter 3 has so much going on beneath the surface. Chris is acting stranger than ever. Characters you expect to see just aren't there. Everything feels slightly off. It's like the game is smiling at you, but there's something behind the smile. Chapter 3 plants seeds of tension without making a big deal about it, and that quiet suspense, that's what makes the later chapters hit so hard. This chapter doesn't play it safe. It throws in arcade mechanics, rhythm-based puzzles, meta jokes, and bizarre NPCs that feel like they walked out of a dream. The light world and dark world both feel more connected and more disconnected than ever, and that's not a bug. That's a feature. You never really know what's coming next. And that unpredictability is what makes it so much fun to explore. Chapter 3 feels smaller, but somehow more intimate. There's something comforting about seeing the town again, talking to side characters, and watching the world just exist. It feels like that quiet moment before a storm. And as someone who loves lore, atmosphere, and world building, this chapter gave me exactly what I wanted. And just when you think chapter 3 is going to end with a goofy wink and a light chuckle, boom, the roaring night shows up. The entire chapter's goofy, then the offbeat vibe suddenly flips on its head. This isn't a joke, this isn't a dream. The night is real, they're here, and they are terrifying. You don't just lose, you get obliterated. It's a scripted loss, and you feel how powerless you are. Everything you've done up to that point feels small compared to this. And just like that, you're reminded, this story, it's heading somewhere huge. But here's the genius part. You can beat the night. Not easily, not on your first try, but there's a secret strategy. A hidden counterplay that flips the impossible. It's one of the boldest, most surprising things Toby Fox has ever done. Hiding a true boss in what most players thought was just a breather chapter. It's not filler. It's the fuse that lights the bomb. Look, I get it. Some people call chapter 3 filler, but to me, it's the spark that lights everything up. It's different. It's weird. And it's exactly what makes Deltarune so special. Chapter 3 is my favorite because it dares to pause, and in that pause, it says so much. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and hey, if you agree or totally disagree, I want to hear it.